everybody's ancestors weren't slaves, but allow me to enlighten you. If you're an African American or Black American or however you identify as, this is you. It's estimated that 12 million of us were brought to U.S. colonies. About 11 million of us made it. And we've grown to a 40.1 million currently, right? If this is your background, and I'm not talking about continental Africans who have migrated here, I'm specifically talking about African Americans whose peoples were brought here in chains. So I know some of you guys have found ancestors who weren't, like Angela Davis, who weren't slaves, right? But I need you guys to understand this. This is you. This is your parents. This is your grandparents. This is your great parents. This is your great grandparents, great grandparents. Do you not understand that if you, I don't know, find someone who's up here somewhere that wasn't a slave, it does not exclude the rest of them? For example, my mother and father, my grandparents, my great grandma, everybody after that was subject to slavery. Look how many people that is. Look how many people that is. And that's only 3 generations. So if one person, 2 people up there weren't slaves, of course, that's fine. But what about all these other people? Right? So now, but however, if you were Black and you got like a white parent, that's a white mom or a white dad, then you don't got to worry about that half of whatever, right? Unless they were sneak dicking Black people, which forcefully happened a lot between the colonizers and our ancestors, and not so much on the female side. But yeah, this is what makes you you. These are your ancestors. These people are in your blood right now. And it goes deeper, but these are the ones that are actually present in you. And the last thing, it's kind of weird when we do this thing where we hold up that, like, weird when you only focus on that one person. What about the rest of these other people? These were also people too, right? So when you like hold up that one person, I wasn't a slave, they wasn't a slave, you're excluding a whole section of yourself to hold up the fact that somebody in your family was a freeman. Remember, these times were more, especially this top 2 rows, were slavery. This might be a little sus for depending on your family member, but for the most part, most African Americans, that's you up there as your ancestors. You should love them, respect them. They weren't just slaves. And this is not to you specifically, Ghost Fossey, but a lot of Black people do this in general. It's like when they say, oh, I have a great-great-grandmother who was Cherokee. Okay, your great-great-great-grandmother was Cherokee, and that meat everybody in her line was. But what about the rest of the Black people in your line? More than likely, all of them were Black. You got one great-grandmother who was a Cherokee, and the rest of those were Cherokees. Come on, man. Love your ancestors. Love them, all of them, not just the ones that you hold up.